Hello everyone. In this chapter, I am going to show you how to create the generic repository. In the subsequent chapter, we already show you how to create the DbContext. So now just we have to create the repository. I am going to create one folder called reposi- repositories and one more folder for the interface called IRepository. We can make separate repository and IRepository. Then we can also create one more folder called data access and then move this db context to data access. Yeah, that's it. So we can separate all the three layers. Now I'm going to create the repository interface. So go to in class, then select interface, then give the name called iRepository because it is a generic. Then so make it public. Now I'm going to create here the four generic method that we required. You can say public. Sorry, one more thing, we because it is a generic, then we have to use t, then define where t is a class, so we can pass always some class here. So first method we are going to public get by id async. Just we don't using async method, so we just get by id. Then next get all. So I using enumerable instead of list because I have only the one way direction for the, we don't require to modify the list. So that we use the enumerable. Now we can use for public task add or create. Then we don't use uh, we don't use the async method, so we not require the task. If we in other video we are going to show you how to use async method, but in this video for this product I'm not going to show you how to use the async of it because it's a complicated, and this video for the beginner only. Then we can for the update and one more for the delete. Public delete. In delete, instead of void, I'm preferring true or false. If the data is deleted, then it will return the true, otherwise it returns the false. So here are the basic four CRUD operation we going to perform for the generic repository. Now we have created a repository. Now we have to implement this repository. So what should I do? Now just copy here, then go to the repository, add class, just give the name repository. Then we can inherit this from iRepository. From iRepository, so we can just, I think, now implement all the method that we already defined in iRepository. So method are already implemented. Now we are going to use the app shopping cart DbContext file to perform the CRUD operation. Here we define the constructor. Now private read only shopping cart context. Then we can use from here. Now I'm going to also use the private DbSet from entity framework code. Now use this shopping cart context, then shopping cart context on this, then DbSet. Now we have to inject the DbSet in our repository. Now we implement all the method for the add DbSet.add, then return entity. Just for the delete, DbSet.remove, then return true if we not got any error. Here return db to list, get by id, return to find. For the update entity, sorry, dbset dot update, then return entity. As you can notice, we have only added the entity, not save any entity. For this I am going to use the unit of work for saving the data. So in this way I am created the generic repository pattern. So thank you for watching this video.